This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
freekeene.com.
Ridley's Logs Supplemental, start date 3/25/08. So much stuff happened today. The harder news was at the federal building in Concord, where federal officials have begun requiring identification to enter the federal building, this in connection with the controversial trial of the 4 Brown supporters. I had a chance to interview a marshal off camera, Brenda Michelson. She would not go on camera, gave me some information off camera regarding the reasoning for sudden requirement of ID. Of course, this is of great significance in connection to the real ID issue. It's been years since anyone's ever required ID at the federal building on any kind of regular basis in Concord. The marshal also told me that Lauren Canario, New Hampshire liberty activist, and Concord Monitor reporter Margot Sanger-Katz have ended up on the witness list to testify at the trial, both called by the defense, apparently. Lastly, I had an opportunity to converse with, but not really interview on camera, the commander of New Hampshire's Army National Guard. I'm pretty sure he was the guy at the very top of that. And I asked him some questions about the whole Katrina situation, asked him if he was familiar with it. He sounded like he was, the whole idea of troops going into people's houses. He said, well, our New Hampshire troops didn't do that, basically, was what he said. I asked him if they would do it, if he would do it to us in New Hampshire, where he ordered to, and he indicated that he would have a JAG officer, an attorney, basically, to deal with that sort of thing. Anyway, I'll recount that conversation in more depth. It was a disturbing conversation to me, but it probably would not have happened if I had tried to get it on camera. So I was just glad to be able to express my concerns to the general or the commander, or whatever his rank is. Didn't get his name. Marshal Stephen Monier has refused to go on camera to talk about the Brown trial, the Brown supporters trial, and he says pretty much all his office will be unable to go on camera about it because they are almost all on the defense witness list themselves. In trial itself, in court itself, people in the courtroom were able to see video of the famous tasering incident and apparent shooting incident where marshals tasered and fired upon Brown supporter Danny Riley, the dog walker, one of the men on trial. Brown supporters say they have grave reservations about the video because some of it is in low-resolution mode, the part that would potentially be most damning to the marshals. All right, just stay tuned for more details. This is Dave Everett signing off for ridleyreport.com this March 25th, 2008.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by freekeene.com. Freekeene.com believes Keene is the best destination for pro-liberty activists like you. Keene is an exciting and challenging ground floor opportunity. Visit move.freekeene.com and read over 108 reasons to move to Keene. Help us free the beautiful little city of Keene from the clutches of the government. Learn why you should move to Keene at move.freekeene.com.